Bitcoin, the biggest scam in history? Bitcoin is a digital currency that was created in 2009. It is decentralized, meaning that it is not controlled by any government or financial institution. This makes it appealing to some people who believe that it is a more secure and transparent way to store and transfer value. However, Bitcoin has also been criticized for its volatility, its lack of regulation, and its potential for fraud. In recent years, there have been a number of high-profile Bitcoin scams, including the hack of an exchange that resulted in the loss of over 850,000 Bitcoins. There are a number of reasons why Bitcoin could be considered a scam. It is not backed by any real assets. Bitcoin is not backed by any government or financial institution. This means that its value is purely speculative. If people lose faith in Bitcoin, its value could plummet. It is vulnerable to fraud. Bitcoin is a digital currency, which means that it is stored in digital wallets. These wallets can be hacked, and the Bitcoins they contain can be stolen. It is unregulated. Bitcoin is not regulated by any government or financial institution. This means that there is no one to protect investors from fraud or scams. It is volatile. The price of Bitcoin has been very volatile in recent years. This means that investors could lose a lot of money if they buy Bitcoin and the price then falls. For all of these reasons, it is important to be very careful before investing in Bitcoin. It is a risky investment, and there is a good chance that you could lose money. In addition to the above, there are a number of other characteristics of Bitcoin that make it seem like a scam. The anonymous nature of Bitcoin makes it difficult to track and trace transactions. This makes it an attractive currency for criminals and those who want to avoid taxes. The hype surrounding Bitcoin has led to a lot of speculation and price volatility. This can make it difficult for investors to make informed decisions. There is a lack of understanding about Bitcoin among the general public. This makes it easier for scammers to take advantage of people who are not familiar with the currency. While some enthusiasts tout it as the future of finance, there is a growing chorus of voices contending that Bitcoin may well be the world's largest and most elaborate scam ever conceived. Let's delve deeper into the reasons behind this contentious assertion, exploring the facets of Bitcoin that have led to such a grim appraisal. 1. Lack of tangible backing and speculative nature. The foundation of Bitcoin's precariousness lies in its fundamental nature. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin lacks any tangible backing, such as gold or the trust of a government or financial institution. Its value is purely speculative, dependent on market sentiment and, to a large extent, whimsical belief. If faith in Bitcoin were to wane, there is nothing substantial to prevent its value from plummeting to zero. In essence, Bitcoin is built on a house of digital cards, with no solid foundation to support its worth. 2. Vulnerability to fraud and cyberattacks. Bitcoin's very existence hinges on the integrity of digital wallets, which are notoriously susceptible to hacking and theft. Instances like the infamous Mt. Gox exchange hack, which saw the loss of a staggering 850,000 Bitcoins, are stark reminders of the fragility of this digital ecosystem. These breaches expose the inherent vulnerability of Bitcoin holdings, rendering them prey to cybercriminals, and thus, a risky choice for investors. 3. Regulatory Wild West. The cryptocurrency world, particularly Bitcoin, exists in an unregulated Wild West where the rule of law holds minimal sway. Governments and financial institutions have been hesitant to provide oversight, leaving investors in a state of perilous limbo. The absence of regulations means that investors are left without the customary protections offered by traditional financial systems. In this regulatory void, fraudulent schemes and scams can thrive with minimal fear of consequences. 4. Extreme price volatility. Bitcoin's price history reads like a roller coaster ride, with dizzying highs and gut-wrenching lows. While some may argue that volatility presents investment opportunities, it also raises a critical question. What drives this roller coaster? Much of it stems from rampant speculation and market manipulation, factors that have turned Bitcoin into a playground for speculators and a breeding ground for irrational exuberance. This extreme price volatility adds an extra layer of risk for those considering Bitcoin as an investment. 5. Anonymous transactions and illicit use. Bitcoin's pseudonymous and decentralized nature has made it a haven for individuals seeking to conduct transactions under the radar. Criminals have recognized the potential and have used Bitcoin for illicit activities, such as money laundering, drug trafficking, and ransomware payments. While Bitcoin itself isn't inherently nefarious, its characteristics have attracted unsavory elements, casting a shadow over its reputation. 6. Lack of understanding among the public. Bitcoin remains a complex and enigmatic concept for many. The general public's limited understanding of this digital currency has created fertile ground for scams and fraud. Those unfamiliar with the intricacies of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency are more susceptible to manipulation and misinformation, allowing scammers to thrive in the shadows. 7. Pump and dump schemes and manipulation. The cryptocurrency market has been marred by pump and dump schemes orchestrated by unscrupulous actors. These schemes involve artificially inflating the price of a cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, through coordinated buying and then selling it at a profit. Unsuspecting investors often become casualties in these orchestrated manipulation efforts. 8. Dubious promises and misleading claims. Bitcoin's ascent has been accompanied by a cacophony of extravagant promises and misleading claims from self-proclaimed experts and influencers. Such overhyped assertions, often seen on social media and online forums, promise astronomical returns and easy riches, leading unsuspecting individuals down a treacherous path. 9. Influential YouTube personalities and misinformation. The impact of YouTube influencers on the perception and adoption of Bitcoin cannot be understated. However, their involvement has not always been positive. Some influencers have used their platforms to make bold, unfounded claims about Bitcoin's future price, promising unrealistic returns and financial prosperity. These misleading assertions can lead to uninformed decisions and financial losses for unsuspecting followers. The argument that Bitcoin is the world's largest scam ever is rooted in a multifaceted critique of its core characteristics and the cryptocurrency ecosystem as a whole. While some view it as a revolutionary financial instrument, the litany of issues, including its speculative nature, vulnerability to fraud, regulatory ambiguity, extreme volatility, and association with illicit activities, raise compelling concerns. To those considering investing in Bitcoin, the risks loom large, and a prudent approach demands meticulous research, critical thinking, and an acute awareness of the potential for financial disaster. In a world where traditional financial systems are built on centuries of regulation and oversight, Bitcoin's allure and uncertainty continue to cast a long shadow of doubt. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Good to Know.